What if being a beautiful woman wasn't just a blessing, but also a reason to be judged, isolated, and misunderstood? You think she has it easy. You think everyone loves her. But the truth is, a beautiful woman is often feared, envied, even hated by both men and women. She is called fake before she even speaks, ignored in rooms where she makes others feel insecure, told to tone it down so no one feels threatened. In this vlog, we are diving deep into the unspoken truth of pretty privilege, the power, the peaks, and the painful price. All while we glow through a luxurious facial in one of Dubai's most exclusive salons and end the day in true Dubai style. Beach club, sunset, and bliss. Because sometimes the most beautiful lives hide the most untold stories. I am Anella, an independent artist, singer, and songwriter with millions of streams on Spotify and YouTube, and now also a vlogger. I split my life between Dubai and Denmark, balancing music, family, and femininity. Welcome to my world that I built. Mwah. Good morning, my loves. Welcome to today's vlog. I'm starting with a beautiful long morning swim. Let's do this. Let's be honest. We live in a world that rewards beauty. When you are perceived as attractive, the world reacts to you differently. You are more likely to get hired, strangers are more helpful, men are more generous, and people just assume you are confident, charming, capable, even before they know you. That is what we call pretty privilege, a kind of social currency, and yes, it can be very powerful. You might get better service, more attention in a crowded room, more followers, more opportunities, more praise. People assume you are healthy, successful, put together. And the truth is, looking good makes you feel good too. When you take care of yourself, when you invest in yourself, you are glowing, you radiate, you walk with softness, confident, you dress good, you smell good, you attract more. Because beauty signals health. It triggers something primal, even biological. It says, I am thriving. That's why it is not shallow to care about your appearance. It's not vain to look your best. It's actually a form of superpower. A high-value woman knows this. She uses her beauty wisely. She invests in herself. She creates her own pretty privilege. What people don't see is the price and the dark side. Here I am back from the gym, and this is today's outfit. A beautiful, nice, elegant, simple, everyday dress. So guys, today is so exciting. I am going to Mea Lounge, which is, in my opinion, Dubai's best beauty salon. They have everything, and for me it's very important to trust the salon, and especially if I'm doing a facial or my hair or whatever. So today I will do a facial with Mea Lounge. First, we will start by analyzing my skin and really go deep into the deeper layer and see what my skin needs, if I have some sun damage. Even though I really try to protect my skin, I really like stay out of the sun and do a lot for my skin, but it's always nice to be sure and just do the best you can to have a perfect glowing skin. And after that, we will do a nice bridal facial because I'm getting married. So today I will do a skin preparation before the wedding. I really want to, have the most glamorous, perfect skin before my wedding. I just really want to be glowing from inside out. So yeah, I'm so excited, and this is exactly what I needed, a pampering, another day, and to really suck this bridal vibe in, because you know I am bridey for the next 5 weeks, and after that I'm wifey. So yeah, I'm so super excited. Also because I didn't really have the time to actually enjoy being a bride, because I have been doing so many things, and you know, life has just been so hectic and very busy. So today is all about embracing the bride vibe. So let's go. Being beautiful can't be lonely, because while the world praises your face or body, it often questions your mind. You are seen but misunderstood. People assume you are dumb, shallow, fake, arrogant before you even speak. You have to fight harder to be respected. And the moment you open up, someone finds a way to drag you down. A very attractive woman is often disliked both by men and women. It's almost automatically. People assume that all men want you, that everything is easier, but that's not reality. There are men who resent women they can't access. They see a beautiful woman, and without even knowing her, they feel the need to humble her, even if she's already humble. Here we are, guys. I'm waiting for Rikke, and in a second we will do the scanner, which I'm so excited about. So yeah, let's see what it says. Here we go, guys. This is the one.
You just place your head inside. So basically the machine has 38 million pixels.
Okay.
So what it's going to see, obviously what we can see on the surface, but another thing is what it can see on the surface and as well the deeper layer.
Okay.
That's the oil production.
Yes.
So the oil production is an overproduction of your sebum. And you can even be dry and still have oil production, like what we usually call the T-zone.
Exactly, I have that a lot.
So if I show you this is something you can recognize. You tend to be a little bit more oily on these spaces. Yeah. And that is pretty normal. If we then go and see on the pores, that usually reflect also when you have more oil, the pores also tend to be a little bit bigger.
Okay.
So basically in Dubai, where we tend to go inside where we have 20 degrees, then you go outside, you sweat a lot, you even get some sweat spots, then there's dust, and then you go inside again and the pores. So we tend to get more clogged pores as well, and that's why it's super important to take extra care of the skin in Dubai. But here, this is basically where your pores is a bit more open on these spaces, and you can see that's kind of in the same where you also were a little bit more oily.
Okay.
There's different types of wrinkles or fine lines, and usually a fine line before it becomes a wrinkle is usually happening because of some dryness.
Okay.
And especially here in these areas. So that's also a way of protecting your skin, is to always keep your skin moist, not to be dry. It's also a little bit like a paper. If you keep on folding a paper, when you unfold it, it becomes smooth. But the more you do it, eventually it's gonna stick to a line, and that's what's happening. If you keep on having dryness, especially around the eyes, then wrinkles are more prone to show earlier.
Okay, so you can actually.
So the more you protect your skin, especially with hydration, the more your skin will.
Okay.
That's why hyaluronic acid, for instance, is so important for your skin as well. Okay. And here you can see, usually it always happens around here on the eyes, here, where we tend to, especially if you're doing music, concentrating, singing.
Yeah.
I do it as well.
Yeah.
iPhone, right? So this is, so it's just basically an indication. Then there is what we call the eye rim. Actually, what we look at, the melanin production as well, like it's detecting like how dark it is. And if you look at here, 6% and 7%, that's not a lot. That's very much
And what is
line.
melanin? Is it
So
the
melanin is also, if you have, let's say, overproduction of melanin, that's also what will cause pigmentation.
Okay.
So basically, the same if for sebum, if your sebum production isn't balanced, you're going to get oily skin. If your melanin production isn't balanced, you're going to get pigmentation. That can also come out of hormone, like if you're pregnant and these things, obviously. Then we have the blackheads. And usually blackheads is always detected on the nose. This is that what's most prone, and most people has it.
Okay.
But in the facial, that's also something we can remove, especially because Lisel is going to use the steamer to open up, so they can be removed gently.
Or you have a machine, or how do you do that?
So first of all, the hydrofacial, that's also going to help to unclog. And then she can also do it manually to remove some of them, yeah. Now let's move into the deeper layer. So that's basically beyond what we can see if we do a regular consultation, right?
See, this is funny.
So important thing we want to look at is obviously the moisture in the skin.
Yeah.
So if we look at this and we want to see the distribution of moist. So you can see here, 20 to 30% is very good.
20 to 30.
Yeah. If you become more mature, usually it's between 10 and 20. So you can see the distribution here.
Is that good or bad?
It's very normal. It's very normal. You're not typical like super dry, but you can see some of the places, and also you mentioned that you were a little bit dry. Another interesting thing to look at is the sensitivity. Especially for people which tend to have a reactive skin towards product and in general. It can also be people who tend to eat something and just can react.
Yeah.
So before, especially these people, it's interesting to do a skin analysis because you want to see how reactive is their skin.
Okay.
If it's very reactive, we always start with our delicate facial because that has probiotic, which is going to strengthen the skin barrier. So help being less reactive and less sensitive. So basically it goes down and it kind of identify the sensitivity. And as you can see here on the percentage, the higher, the more sensitive. And yours is around 27%, so that is not sensitive.
It is? Because I always thought I was sensitive.
It doesn't necessarily, like, it's around like 30%. So it's not on the super low, but your skin doesn't show like it's super sensitive.
Okay,
Yeah?
that's good to know.
And then you also want to have a look at the collagen, because the collagen is what we lose with age. Of course, we can do various of treatment to stimulate the collagen as well using the right skincare.
Yeah.
The more collagen, the better we age, simply. Because basically our skin does start to reduce in the collagen. But it's just continue to do what you do treatments and use the right skincare to help. Let's have a look on the pigmentation. And the pigmentation, especially here in Dubai, everyone is more prone because the sun is so strong.
Yeah.
And actually you have to wear sunscreen every single day,
I do that.
even if you're home.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it actually
Inside?
comes, yes. So a lot of people are like, no, I don't necessarily need to put anything on. Actually, you should. And if you're driving a lot of car in Dubai,
Yeah, I do that.
you should actually put a nice sunscreen on the hands.
Yeah, I do that on my
Because our hands is also our business card, right?
Yeah.
We don't want them to age as well.
Yeah.
So this is, and it's myself as well, we forget to take care of them.
Yeah.
So basically what it detects the pigmentation in the deeper layer, okay? So basically it detects on the left face share you have 26%, on the right you have 16%, and on the T area 19%, and the jaw share 10%. You are not necessarily prone to pigmentation because if you are on the low risk of pigmentation, it's between 0 and 50. So you're not necessarily super prone to get pigmentation.
I'm
like
not.
You
that's
have,
good.
yeah. Because for instance, me, I'm very prone. Like I'll go outside in the sun,
Yeah.
and even if I have sunscreen, I usually wear a hat. But if I don't, I can even see it like after an hour. You can see here how low yours is, so you are very blessed with that.
At least
because
something, yes.
because pigmentation, end of the day, it also, like if you have a lot of pigmentation, your skin automatically look older and more dull.
Okay.
Because obviously the more smooth complexion you have, the more youthful you will look.
Okay. Because this looks very dramatic when I'm really like, oh, is that all underneath?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we saw here on the oil is moderate, and that's what you also saw. You had a little bit on the T-zone, a little bit overproduction. So for these areas where there is a moderate imbalance, you can use a purity serum to balance. It's not necessarily something you have to use in the entire face. You can just use it where your skin needs. Yes.
Okay.
So as you see also, as you said, wrinkles, you're on a very healthy place.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about. Yeah. And all these, like, as I said also, you don't really have dark circles. Skin.
Is this not dark circle?
We
Like,
all
I
have,
see this one.
yeah, we all have a slight, because the skin is so thin. And that's also why we use, there's a difference between a cream and an eye cream, because obviously the skin is different.
Okay.
The same as you won't use a body cream in your face, because also there is thicker.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. But as you can see also on the skin color, that also links to, you know, your collagen. You see, you really don't have, it's very healthy.
Okay.
So I think overall, that's a very good.
There were no need to be scared. I was so scared of this one.
Wow, this was amazing. Rikke is the owner of Mea Lounge, by the way. And if you guys ever come to Dubai, please do yourself a favor and visit this incredible place. It is worth every penny, ladies, I'm telling you. And now let's go back to our conversation about pretty privilege, the dark side of it, the part people rarely talk about. Especially because we forget how much a beautiful woman is both hated and feared, both by men and women. But some men literally just resent you because they cannot have you. Some try to humble you with criticism, mock your intelligence, or ghost you just to feel like they have the upper hand. And then there are the masculine men who obviously chases the beautiful woman. And for women, oh my God, where should I start? You don't have to do anything to trigger insecurity. Just your existence can make someone uncomfortable in their own skin. You walk into a room and egos shift. Suddenly, they meet you with jealousy, judgment, envy, cold competition. They say, she must be arrogant, she's so fake. I bet she's vain. She wears way too much makeup. Look at her, oh my God. And some of these girls even spread disgusting rumors about beautiful women, especially actually to their own husbands and men, hoping he'll start disliking the beautiful woman simply because they are afraid he might actually notice how stunning and smart and cute she actually really is. They say, oh, she's probably all plastic just to feel safer. She isn't even that pretty. She is so full of herself. That's what they say. She often gets ignored by both men and women. Isolated, lonely, not many friends or any at all. She feels like she has to tone down her appearance so other women don't feel bad about themselves, and avoid being too friendly with men just so they don't feel let on or their partner don't feel insecure. There are even men who won't dare to greet or say hello to a beautiful woman if their wife is around or in the same room. The beautiful woman learns to stay quiet, to not say hi to everyone's man, because she knows exactly what it will trigger. a smear campaign, a gossip storm, all just because she exists. But what's really happening is people reject beautiful women before they can be rejected by them. It's a way of protecting their own ego. So you, the woman who just walked in peacefully, now have to work against people's negative assumptions. You have to prove you are kind, prove you are not a threat, prove you are more than a face. No matter what you do, whether you show up raw and makeup free or dress like a goddess, you always be too much for someone. The world wants your beauty, but punish you for owning it.
Wow, this was amazing, guys. I'm done with my treatment, my facial. I even got a massage, which was amazing. I feel like a brand new person. Look at my skin, glowing. I love it, love it, love it. So yeah.
I'm a good girl, busy living life in my own world. I know what I want, that I don't need no la 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 la. But you're a bad boy, cute smile when you pull up in your big toy. But I know what I want, that I don't need no la 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 la.
My husband and I are going to the beach club. So today's swimsuit is a nice white swimsuit, and I'm having some nice shorts on, and then this beautiful linen shirt. Let's go.
I spent my whole life battling assumptions. I was told I must be stupid because I looked a certain way. I was seeking for attention because I had a purpose and a call, and I was actually good at it. I had to be insecure because I cared too much about my appearance.
Getting my matcha. Oh, the cutest man on the planet. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
What a lucky potato I am. Having such a great man. Oh.
That I couldn't be soft, sweet, and smart at the same time. Apparently, if you are feminine and pretty, you must not have substance. Even now, as I share my life through these vlogs, completely raw, honest, I still hear, she thinks she must be something. She's just showing off. You know what? I'm done apologizing for being all of me. I am kind, I am feminine, I am driven, and I have a lot of self-respect. And that is why I treat myself like a queen in all aspects. And yes, I am beautiful. Not because the world says so, but because I finally believe it myself. So, to everyone who's watching this, you don't have to tone yourself down to be loved. You don't have to dull your sparkle to be taken seriously. And this treatment actually also appears to attractive men, and especially if a good-looking man who is wealthy, talented, creative, and funny, well, he becomes a threat to many. So this is not only for women.
It is so crazy hot, guys. I'm dying. Oh my God.
So babe, your beauty is a gift, not a crime. And the moment you stop seeking permission to shine, that's the moment you become her. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. See you on the next one. Mwah!
Look at this, guys. Golden hour. It is so pretty. So perfect.
I am not the type of girl to just let you in my world, yeah. You gotta spend more than time and cash to get with me, yeah. I'm not here to play your game, nothing like an extra view insane, yeah. You gotta spend more than time and cash to get with me, yeah.